Okay, what's up, guys? Now, a question was asked on this channel, and they were wondering why hasn't NBA 2K19 been released on the last gen consoles? Now, the question like this shouldn't be asked, but it was, and I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and answer this question the best way I can. But it's just not compatible. That's like trying to put a modern car, like a modern Mustang door, on an older model. Like, it wouldn't be compatible. Because if you're trying to put a 2018, 2019 Mustang door on a 1967 Mustang body, like, it's not going to work. It's not compatible. So, how he's seeing things, this person that left this comment, how you're seeing things is backwards. You're wanting newer games on older consoles. But you need to understand that these newer games were programmed to just be on these newer consoles. They were designed to play on these newer consoles. And when they do, like, okay, so let's say if they did design it, most of the features would be missing. And that's one thing that I noticed when Xbox One and like PlayStation 4, when they were coming out, I was seeing a lot of like comparison videos with like games and stuff. They did that. I know it's like, and it was more so like graphics stuff. But I remember when I did play NBA 2K, it was one of those NBA 2K games. I think it was 16 or 15. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember I did play an NBA 2K game on the last gen consoles, and it was a next gen console game, and they didn't have a storyline. There's like a lot of like the menus was different. A lot of things was different with the game overall. But yeah, when they designed those games, they go through like a different like production company, well, not production, developers. They go through different developers when they're like wanting to release this game on last gen consoles. And even I remember with the video game The Crew, they did that where it was like a last gen console and next gen console game, but stuff was missing from the last gen console. I think animals wasn't in the game and stuff. There were some other features that wasn't there, but yeah, they can release it, but it ain't gonna be the same game. It ain't gonna be the one that you're seeing on video and stuff. And you might not care about that, but other people do. They want to play the full game. So that's why they save up, go out and get an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, and they play on there. The thing is, also another thing that I would like to bring up is that these games are too big to be ran on the last gen consoles. So let's say you get NBA 2K19, you get Red Dead Redemption 2, you get Grand Theft Auto 5, you get all of these big giant games. Alright, you get all of these big giant games, and you're trying to cram all of those games on the last gen console, and them consoles is like running at 250 gigabytes, 500 gigabytes. That's not gonna work. That's why they're coming out with stuff on, like, that's why Xbox One, both my Xbox One and my PlayStation 4, they got 1 terabyte memory cards. And I still ran up the space on them games, or still ran up the space on those consoles. Alright, with a bunch of games. And it got to the point where I had to go out and get me a hard drive, a console hard drive to run through my PlayStation so I can install more games on there. Because, yeah, it was like 500 gigabytes. And I was trying to play like a bunch of different games. I think I only had like maybe a few games downloaded. And then it was messed up when it was like a new game came out. And it's like 60 gigabytes. And I'm like, oh, you're going to have to make up space and things on there. And and then you also, like, the comment read out like how come they've released it on the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch, now that's kind of like a last console thing. I guess it's like a last console thing, but with some modern technology, because you did bring it up, like how come it got released on there. If you notice, the game doesn't look exactly the same as the like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Like, they overall designed that game to be on there. When they start adding those sport games onto the Nintendo Switch, you'll notice that it looks like that's pretty much, they're giving you guys a look of how it would look on the last gen console. Because the Nintendo Switch, it's only made for like Nintendo like Switch games, I guess, like stuff that they promote on the Nintendo Switch. Alright, like Mario and all that stuff. Like, those games look beautiful on the Nintendo Switch. Legend of Zelda looks beautiful on that game. Imagine how it would look on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. It'll probably look even better. Alright? But if you play play like Mortal Kombat, right? Those games, two different games. Two completely different games. And so maybe when they come out with another Nintendo handheld device, it'll probably be a little bit better. Probably a little bit bigger, but it'll be a little bit better. But yeah, even those games don't run that well on those, like on the Nintendo Switch. So don't make it seem like, oh yeah, they're like catering to, like, no, they don't even cater to those things. And it's like, it's probably best to play those games on the PC. So if anything, to this person, probably your best bet would be to get the best gaming PC out there. Alright, and it's gonna probably, yeah, run a couple $1,000s, but that's where you get like the best graphics, everything runs smoothly and stuff, and you don't have to worry about nothing. But yeah, on on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, you're not gonna be able. Even I remember when Black Ops 3. And that was like the one thing, that was the one game that did it for me. I was like, no, I gotta go out and get me a new console. I gotta get me an Xbox One. And yeah, it was like, so they when Black Ops 3 was coming out, they didn't have, on the last gen consoles, they didn't have a story mode. So you couldn't play the story mode. On the console, on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, they had the story mode. And I think they only had multiplayer, and I think zombies. I think that was the other mode. They didn't even really have everything. Plus, you look at the scenery, the maps. They didn't even have, like, the maps look completely different. So it was like, yeah, there was like a big graphics change. There was stuff missing. That was like that with a lot of those like next gen console games. They tried to release it on the last gen console. Not everything was gonna be there. So that's why, like, not everything is going to be on the game, so it's probably just best go out and get you a next-gen console, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, or get you a PC. And right now, I got a Nitro 5 gaming PC, which is decent. I guess it runs the majority of games out there, but yeah, like, it's you gotta get something that's modern. You can't like try to play newer games on an older, like, you can't play Mario Kart 8 on the Nintendo, like the original Super Nintendo. It's just not gonna be possible. You can't play on the Nintendo 64. Like, you can't play it on the Nintendo Wii. So, and that was like something that came out not even too long ago, but it's just not gonna be possible. So, yeah. Hopefully that explains it. It's just not possible for it to happen. I know people are going to be like, well, anything is possible. Yeah, if it's like modern and modern, but if it's old and modern, like, you can't get one of those King Kong cars and then put like newer parts on it and stuff and think it's going to run smooth or look okay. Like, no, it's going to probably explode that whole car. So, anyways, yeah, hopefully that explains it. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.